welcome back to Skyline Commons to a matchup of ages here where we have a first-time matchup and first-time postseason for the Marauders, our new team. We have Pirates and Marauders. So we have a new squad of a bunch of new rookies, missing Jackson unfortunately. Then you have the Pirates who's at full capacity besides Tyler, but Tyler isn't here very often, so I would say they're basically full capacity. This game was postponed. It was supposed to be right after our other game, or actually before our other game. So we'll be playing these sets of game, and then tomorrow we'll play our semifinals, which will be a very important thing. Either one of these teams winning, they'll have to play back-to-back days, which doesn't happen very often. Or at least happens like once or twice beforehand. So just something to look forward to. Something maybe you put in a different picture than you normally would in game 2 to save an arm for tomorrow. Again, still only a best 3 tomorrow. It's not like we're playing a best 3 and the best 5. That'd be a little more unfortunate. Yeah, but big factors this game. 3 things to take away for each team, I think, in my opinion. We're going to start with the Pirates. I think it's speed. It's AJ in keeping that same speed. He just threw like 40 pitches in a row, like 1 over speed. Can he keep that same way? Once you get into the game, the adrenaline starts going. If you're sitting at already 58, 60, and then the game happens. You got to stay at the same speed. You can't go over more. You get hit. You can't be like, oh, I had to throw it harder. So keeping the speed is very important for them. 2 is, I think, timely hits. This is a team that, let's not forget, this is the defending champion. Trying to go back-to-back. Only one other team has done that in our league history. But yeah, it's a team with timely hits. How they won last year, they didn't get a lot of hits. They weren't on base a ton. They weren't the greatest hitting team. They were a good pitching team, which they still are this year. They actually might be better this year pitching. They just need those timely hits that happened last year. Unfortunately, obviously losing Hunter Crawford hurt that because he was kind of the main contribution person to those timely hits. But I think AJ definitely gets some step up to be that person, and some other teammates definitely can as well. Last thing is kind of base running. There's a team that is probably pretty strong in base running, but they probably need to run for extra bases just to get the extra run. That's probably important for the team, but they need that. Getting the extra run here and there will probably win the series. Marauders, I think the big thing for them is pitching in a different way. They just need to hit the strike zone. Knowing that they're playing a team that's definitely been probably the weaker hitting team in our league, you gotta hit the strike zone. That doesn't mean literally throw it down the middle every single time, because we'll hit it, but you gotta not let it walk, because that's what's gonna kill you. You can definitely have good fielding. That's the second biggest thing is fielding. This team has probably one of the better. Let them work. Strikes, they can hit it, and let your fielders work and help you out. And then the last thing is kind of just being composed. There's a lot of new rookies, a lot of new players. The only player that's ever played the game is Mike Miller, and we all know, he struggled early on in postseason history. Obviously, his first 2 years got swept by the Musketeers. Then he comes over the Musketeers and he helps them win the championship. Last year, obviously, we didn't get it done either. So there was short success a couple of years ago, but I think that he can definitely bring it back and help his team.
The biggest thing there is him helping them stay composed, like you said. You don't need any rookies to feel the pressure and make mistakes or balls out of play or doing anything like that. The more you can limit that in the postseason, generally the better off.
Yeah. I guess the last thing we'll do is just kind of go with our predictions here, as we typically do at the end of our beginning here. I honestly think, I think that just inexperience and just the way things going. I know Marauders have a lot of kind of momentum and stuff. But I think I might just go to
I'll at least give the Marauders a game. I think I'll say 2-1, but after seeing AJ warm up, I definitely think pitching is good. We need to see him keep that same speed, like Josh said, but if he can, it'll be a tough day for him.
I think that the reason why I say 2-0, the only reason I say this is because I think that if the Marauders take a game off of AJ, I think they might win. So I think it's either 2-0 Pirates or 1. Yeah, that's just kind of my opinion on it. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just kind of how I think it's I guess we'll see you for pitch 1 of the Marauders and the Pirates in our second set of semifinals.
Alright, here we are in the start of our quarterfinals matchup. Marauders versus Pirates. Got AJ on the bump starting here. Strikeout.
That sounded like
Strike on a nice inside pitch. 50. Gets a piece of it right back to the pitcher, and no play is going to be made. Off the pipe. Nice pitch. Just barely connects with the zone and closes out the inning. That'll be 3 strikeouts for AJ. One here. Leading off is going to be JB for the Pirates. First pitch is going to be a ball. Gets that one to drop back in. Floater, lets it go. He won't fall for the bait. Takes his walk. Swing and a miss. That'll be a strikeout on AJ. Pirates, we've got Holly Miller. Gets a piece, pops it up. Tony will get there in time. That is 3 outs. Don't gotta worry about Brent. Go to the top of 2. Swing on an outside pitch. He gets him. Gets a rip. It's to the fence. JB's gonna catch it though. Two in a row. Drop ball is hitting today. Go to the bottom of 2.
oh, good eye, Brian.
I think it's a walk, isn't it? Well with that pitch today. And he comes back with a nice slider. Gets a piece. Dalton's under it. He makes the catch. That's another out here. Gets a piece right on the ground back to Mike. Will he beat him? Yes, he will. That's going to be the 3rd out here. We go to see if the Marauders can get some runs on the board. Top pipe. Couple of nasty pitches here to Camden. Gets the strikeout to start off. Lined right back at AJ. That'll be a base hit for Tony. Gets him swinging, slows it down just a little bit. 59, 2 pitches in a row. Brings the speed back down. Wraps up that half inning. Gets a hit up the baseline. Tony's gonna throw it to Dalton, and that is an out going to first. That again after a foul like that. Gets a nasty top pipe strike. Gets another piece. That'll get over the line for sure. He gets there in time. Gets a piece. That's in right field. JB's gonna keep going. He gets the extra base. He stops though. Second pitch is gonna be a ball. I have a feeling the 3rd pitch is gonna be a ball. They're gonna walk AJ. Probably the smart move. Final pitch. Swing and a miss. Mike gets out of the jam. What a great fight from Holly though. They almost get one across and take it right there. In the extras, Camden's gonna be leading off here. In the zone, that's gonna be a strikeout for AJ to start. Echo Tony Dumas. Gets a rip over opposite field. That gets past JB, but it won't be an extra base. Gets a piece right back up center. Brent's gonna drop it unfortunately, but that's an out still anyways. 59 dots, another strikeout here for AJ. AJ is on a tear. Stepping up to lead off for the Pirates, we've got Brian Stevens. Gets a piece. Tony's gonna get it. Tries to get it in, but I believe Brian's there in time. Gets a rip up center. It's gonna be an out of 2. I feel like Big Ephus at 41 just sits on the top of the pipe. Gets a piece. He's gonna get that out on JB. That is the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the top of 5. Low, good at bat from Cam, works a walk. Gets a piece. That is absolutely smashed from Tony.
That's what I'm talking about! That's what I'm talking about!
Sounded like a clean hit through and through. Caught it flush.
Hang on, we just gotta hang on until we get that.
Gets a rip down the left field line. That's a base hit. Gets a piece. That'll be fair over the line, and that's 1st and 2nd. That'll be a strikeout, the 1st out of the inning here. Gets a piece. I want to make sure that Michael doesn't get there. I don't think there was a chance of getting Tony. That'll be another out. 2 here now for the Pirates. Gets a piece. That'll be back at AJ. He goes home. He secures it. That'll be 3 outs, but not after 2 runs with the big hit from Tony. Let's see if that's enough. Gets a piece. It's popped up. Tony's gonna make a catch for the 1st out here. Strikeout there on Brian. A couple of nasty sliders. Holds. That's a walk for JB. Brings the tying run to the plate. Gets a rip. Looks like a pop-up. Dalton's able to ring it in. And in the 5th inning, the Marauders are able to close out Game 1. Game 2, Marauders are going to be home. Second pitch. Stop. And that's a 3-pitch walk for Brent. Another walk here. Gets a rip over the pitcher's head. Brent's gonna hold, does not commit home, but that lows the bases. Swing and a miss. That'll be the 2nd out in the inning here. Infamous mistake. Gets a rip. It's gonna fall. AJ's gonna get there in time. Gets a rip over the fence, almost surely that is a home run. Grand slam for Brent. My gosh, he's been due for one of those, and what a time to get it. Gets a piece. Hits top pipe, almost comes back at the pitcher. That'll be the strikeout. And the Marauders turn to try and put some runs on the board here in the second game. Gets a rip, that's on the left side. Tough hop, AJ can't quite get it clean. Swinging. Good sequence. Swinging on a fastball just low, not by much. Swings on a fastball just about a ball length off the pipe. Final strikeout there for Brent with some good sequences. Got Dalton pitching here. Leadoff, Brian Stevens. Gets a piece, that is fair on the left line. Brian's gonna get the first clean. Just missing. Not even a full ball length off, I think, there. Gets a piece right back at Dalton. We'll be able to get the out on 2 and hold Brian to 3. Got run. Gets a piece, popped up off the handle. That'll be the second out, and it'll keep Brian right on 3. Gets a piece. Dalton's gonna jump up and one-hand that one. And the inning himself. There you go, to see if the Marauders can get some on the board here. That's a walk. Alright, we'll do. Gets an absolute rip. Is it over the fence? AJ not quite able to reel it in. That is a home run for Michael. I think it was cleared anyways, but AJ just not quite able to get a full palm on it. Marauders get a couple back here.
We don't even need a third game. Come on, guys, rally time.
Gets a piece. It's gonna get over his head, but Brian not quite able to make the grab. Maybe a little obscured, maybe a little afraid of Brent running into him. Gets a piece. Dalton's not quite able to make it to third without getting pegged on the way.
Don't even mark it. Oh man, I want to sweep that one so bad.
Gets a piece. Does not quite make it over the fence, but it's to the fence. Camden's gonna make it home. Everyone's safe. Oh. Gets a rip. That's gone. That's a grand slam for Camden. These Marauders bats are exploding right now.
Brandy! It was a grand slam, that's fine. Yeah, Corey. I told you were key to this game. I told you you were key to this series. X-Factor.
As the Marauders are now in the lead at the top of 3, Michael Miller is going to jump back on the bump. We've seen all 3 of these guys pitch in this game now. First pitch is going to be a strike. Gets a piece. That'll be over to Dumas. Just in time. Brian is going to get across.
After review, Brian is safe. He beat the throw to first base.
Gets a piece. Dumas is going to get there in time. Gets a rip right back up the center. Dumas is able to get on the base before Brian is, and that'll be the second out here. With the tying run up to the plate and AJ, he's not going to give him the chance to hit a home run and tie this game. gets one, and it's reined in for the third out. And the Marauders in 2 games take a playoff series, meaning both of our expansion teams won their first playoff series this year. How awesome is that? And we got our fist bumped. Wrapping up the series into here. Marauders are victorious.
Welcome back to our end game of our quarterfinals, where we have the Marauders winning 2-0 in a stunning fashion, honestly. This team has been, they get hot at the right time, beating the Pirates 2-0 in game 1 in 6 innings, then game 2 in a shootout of 7-5. We have, I guess, honestly, it probably should be probably Camden here actually, but we'll have Michael Miller as the player of the game.
He's picking his cutoffs not bad. That's a good argument.
But,
6-game winning streak.
Yeah.
well, they're on a, yeah, so that was 6 games. Yeah, 6 games. It's 6-game winning streak for your team. Lose a lot of early games, winning a lot of late games. So, again, it doesn't really matter. This league, everybody makes playoffs. It doesn't matter how many games you win in the regular season. You just gotta show up for the playoffs. So, what do you talk about your squad and the fact that it's kind of pulling together, losing a lot of games? Even earlier on in the year, you're losing a lot of games by a lot of runs. As the year went along, you were losing games by slimmer and slimmer margins, and then obviously you flipped it around where you're winning by slimmer margins, and you started winning by more. So, what do you say to your squad and the fact that you have 4 very solid guys to go around?
Yeah, I think the improvement's been incredible. Nothing short of amazing, going from getting blown out the first series to a couple of close losses in the next 2 series, and then getting a win each of the next 3 series, and then sweeping for the last series of the season really gives a lot of confidence coming in this game.
That's 2 sweeps in a row, actually. Steadily, so.
Just to come into the playoffs with that sweep, it gave us the confidence to get this one here.
Yeah, I guess unfortunately you guys will have to run into a juggernaut team tomorrow. Probably the best team in the league right now. Probably one of the better teams we've ever had in the league. They're up and down. That lineup is very good. 2 good pitchers. You even have a third try pitcher kind of in there. So they have everything. They're hitting home runs. They're swinging the bat well. So what do you say to your team and the fact that you guys are gonna have to go from this kind of set of game, which was we all know the Pirates kind of struggled hitting this year, to a team that's literally the opposite. There's a lot of really good hitters.
We can win either way. We can win the low-scoring game. We can win the high-scoring game. We showed that today, and I think facing AJ, he's a top pitcher too. So I think we can take that same attitude and come out here and try. And I think, like I said, we're on a streak. We're going to keep going.
I definitely think you guys might have to score a little more runs before the 6th inning there, but is what it is. But yeah, I think that hopefully tomorrow's games will be good. You guys will play at.
We build on every win we build on.
You guys will play at 1 o'clock, so
yeah.
Well rested. Yeah, I guess that's really it. I guess we'll see you guys for our next set of games. It will be the Marauders and Rangers in our first semifinals. Then after that will be the Musketeers and Special Delivery will be also a set of games. And then after that it's the finals. So
we could see an unprecedented 2 expansion team finals potential. Yeah, it's a long shot, but
yeah,
it could happen.
Definitely gonna happen. All right, well, we'll see you for our next set of games. Have a good day.
Go Marauders!